Hello, welcome to another edition of Pierce Brothers. Today we're going to do kind of a discussion of aperture sights. To those that may not be familiar with them, I'll give a brief view of what makes an aperture sight so good and so interesting. To those that have used them, you probably can fast forward a little ways. So basically an aperture sight is a set round circle, and you got a front sight that you center in it, and then you put your target on that front sight. Now target shooters often have a round front one as well, but that's a different matter because they're trying to center on a target. These are field guns to be used in the field. I generally like to put the target on top of the front sight so it's visible. But the eye will naturally center in that aperture. The advantage of them, there's actually quite a few, is that there's no shadows that you get with like buckhorn sights or more conventional express sight. There are no shadows. You don't have shots that get pulled because of the sun changing positions. You can shoot well into bad light because you've got maximum light around that front sight. They're lightweight, and there's no parallax, which you fight with scopes. So there's some advantages. Plus, for those of us that do like traditional guns, or at least shoot and use traditional guns, they can be quite handsome and not interrupt the original lines of the gun. This particular one is a Skinner sight, and that's what we're reviewing today. This one is a brass sight, and I've replaced the dovetail with a special dovetail that holds extra aperture. So if you and this is one of the really neat features about a Skinner sight, is that the rear aperture is threaded, and so you can actually, we're going to call that the ghost ring. If I can get that to start, hang on just a second. There we go. So it can be put there and stored until you want to use it. And so this is considered the ghost ring, and it measures 2/100 of an inch in the hole size. Now, in addition to that, you can buy your separate apertures here in sizes of 40 thousandths, 70 thousandths, 96 thousandths, 125 thousandths, and 155 thousandths. Now that's a huge advantage because there's times that you need more light. They're late evening conditions, sitting in a deer stand or just hunting, whatever it is, you need more light, and that's where the ghost ring comes in really handy. Or even rapid shooting, the ghost ring's handy. But sometimes when you need a little more precision shooting, to be able to install a different aperture size is really, really nice. It allows you to shoot more accurate, basically. And the Skinner sights are tough. Where they mount to the receiver, like on these Marlin rifles, they're kind of unbreakable. You can ding them, dent them, whatever, but they're kind of unbreakable. And they also have a set screw here and a set screw here. So this ghost ring will screw up or down to change your elevation, and this set screw here will allow it to be drifted from side to side for your windage adjustment. So they're fully adjustable. I've never put one on a rifle, on a Marlin Lever gun or many other guns, if I've not been able to get them to sight in properly. The other adjustment is your front sight. You can, of course, choose different height front sights to better zero where you're aiming. This one actually happens to be an XS front sight, has a white stripe on it. Depending on how I'm using a gun, I use different front sights. This one I actually chose to leave a bead front sight on the front, the factory bead on this Marlin limited edition Marlin. This is their express sight, which is a longer base, very handsome. Of course, it's made from brass. The sights are actually made also in stainless steel, which this one is on Marlin 357, and they make it in plain black as well, which I think I have an example right here in just standard carbon blue for those that prefer that look. They're a great sight. They're well made, very precision machined. They're a sight whose time has arrived, if you will. Some lever guns have never been more popular than they are today. And here's one on a Henry little Frontier model 22 Magnum octagon barrel, and that just slips over the dovetailed receiver, and that's a great setup. We carry this rifle once in a while as a saddle gun when you just want to shoot 22 mags and plink and have a little more range than a standard rimfire, standard long rifle rimfire. And this gun at 50 yards, I managed to shoot 1-inch groups with it at 50 yards with this Aperture sight. So it's a great sights. Go check out their website. They make a huge variety of products, from scope bases, you know, that serve as a sight and a scope base. They make ladder sights for more traditional lever gun shooters, and but they make a great bunch of products. They're a very fast-growing company for good reason. Make a good product. I'm very pleased with them. Again, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon on Pierce Brothers.